Today I want to show you a channel that really caught my attention. The name of the channel is Mr. Science. The channel has only 8 videos, and the oldest one was only released about a month ago. But when I checked the number of views, I noticed that some of these videos had already reached 8 million views per video, because it was clear that this growth could not be a mere coincidence. The titles of the videos, the length of the content, the topics chosen, the publishing pattern, and even the narrative structure. The more I looked, the clearer the picture became. This channel did not grow by chance, but follows a specific and calculated structure, a structure that many content creators ignore. What struck me most was the simplicity of the main idea of this channel. There is no complicated storytelling, no direct dependence on trends, just a very narrow scientific angle, cleverly repeated and presented in a way that both the audience and the YouTube algorithm quickly understand. For this reason, I have spent the past few days completely dissecting this channel, how they choose their topics, why their titles have such high click-through rates, why their videos are watched to the end despite being long, and most importantly, how similar faceless scientific or documentary videos can be generated using artificial intelligence without any guesswork. I suggest you watch this video to the end and pay attention to its structure, because once you understand the pattern behind such channels, your view of YouTube will completely change. Now we get to the main topic. Instead of general requests, I asked ChatGPT to follow a specific framework. First, I told it to think only in this specific area, and in the first step, to suggest only 10 highly intriguing video titles. Titles that would both appeal to the audience and have a high click-through potential from the point of view of the YouTube algorithm. After choosing a suitable title, in the second step, I asked it to generate 15 image or video prompts for the same title. Prompts that could be used to create images, faceless videos, or documentary-like scenes with AI, without having to guess what each scene should be like. In the third step, I asked ChatGPT to create a complete and coherent script for the video based on the same title and the same prompts. A script that had the right structure, created a strong hook at the beginning, maintained curiosity until the end, and did not drop off in retention even for long videos. So that you can use exactly this prompt, I have included the link to the full prompt in the Telegram channel. Just join the channel, copy the prompt, and paste it into ChatGPT without any changes to get the exact same output. In this section, we move into one of the most critical parts of building a high-quality faceless channel, voice. I want you to open Google and search for the following phrase, exactly as it is. Fish Audio Text-to-Speech. The website you are about to find is not just another basic text-to-speech tool. It is one of the most advanced platforms available right now for converting written scripts into professional-grade voiceovers. This is the kind of tool that allows a faceless channel to sound polished, credible, and on the same level as large documentary or educational channels. With Fish Audio, you can take the script you generated using ChatGPT and transform it into a voice that sounds natural, clear, and human. There is no robotic tone, no unnatural pacing, and no flat delivery. The voice feels intentional, controlled, and engaging, which is exactly what you need if you want viewers to stay until the end of your video. What makes this tool especially powerful is that it goes far beyond simple text-to-speech functionality. Fish Audio also allows you to use voice cloning. This means you can select a specific voice style, or even create a unique voice identity that you use consistently across all of your videos. Over time, this creates a recognizable sound for your channel, which plays a major role in branding, audience trust, and long-term viewer retention. Consistency in voice is something most beginners completely overlook, yet it is one of the reasons professional channels feel established, even when viewers cannot see a face. When people hear the same voice repeatedly, they subconsciously associate it with credibility and familiarity. I have placed the direct link to Fish Audio in the video description, so you can access it immediately without searching or guessing. I strongly recommend that you open the site, explore the interface, and get comfortable with how it works, because this step alone can dramatically elevate the perceived quality of your content. Once you are inside the platform, the process is straightforward. Copy the full script that ChatGPT generated for you and paste it into the text field. Adjust the voice settings if needed, then click Generate and Play. Within seconds, the system will produce a complete, ready-to-use audio narration. After that, simply download the full audio file. This is the point where your content stops feeling like an experiment and starts feeling like a real scalable YouTube system. Now we enter the text-to-video conversion stage. For this part, you can log into Gemini or any other platform that allows you to convert text to video. At this stage, copy all the prompts that ChatGPT has prepared for you in full and paste them into the text-to-video conversion tool. These prompts are pre-designed to specify each scene, the angle of the image, and the overall space of the video, so you don't need to guess or do any trial and error. The system will automatically generate video scenes that match your narrative based on these prompts. All you have to do is review the final output and prepare the video for the editing or uploading stage. Now we come to the stage where all the previous parts are connected, and the final result is formed. The final video editing stage. This is where the quality of your work is determined, and the difference between an ordinary video and a professional video lies exactly here. First, import all the videos you have produced in the previous steps into your editing software along with the final audio file. Place all these files neatly on the timeline to have a complete view of the video structure. Before anything else, specify the size and aspect ratio. This setting should be based on the platform where you plan to publish the video, because choosing the wrong aspect ratio can cause a drop in display quality or reduce the engagement rate. After adjusting the video size, move on to arranging the clips. Carefully place each video in its right place and coordinate it with the narration voice. At this stage, paying attention to timing is very important. If you feel like a clip is too long or doesn't match the rhythm of the audio, shorten it a bit or change its location. The goal is to have a smooth, continuous, and uninterrupted video rhythm, so that the viewer doesn't feel bored and wants to watch until the end. After you've synchronized the image and audio, it's time to add subtitles. Subtitles are a very important element in increasing content comprehension and audience retention, especially for viewers who are watching without sound or with less concentration. Choose a simple, legible, and professional subtitle style that matches the atmosphere of the video. Carefully adjust the subtitle color, font size, and placement so that it's neither too distracting nor too weak to be read. If possible, you can add more emphasis to keywords or sentences to better convey the main message. Next, if you feel your video needs a little more dynamism and interest, you can use motion effects or simple animations. These effects should be very controlled and purposeful. The right use of smooth movements or simple transitions can make a video more lively, but overdoing it with effects usually has the opposite effect and distracts the viewer. After making all these adjustments, watch the video in its entirety from beginning to end. In this final review, make sure that the audio and video are perfectly synchronized, the subtitles are displayed correctly, and the overall rhythm of the video looks smooth and professional. If everything is as expected, export the video and save the final file. At this point, your video is completely ready to be published, and you can safely publish it on your desired platform, provided that all steps have been carried out properly and professionally.
Nothing about parasites follows the rules we expect life to obey. They don't hunt, they don't build, they don't survive on their own. Instead, they invade, adapt, and quietly take control from the inside. A parasite's entire existence depends on another living being. Some live in blood, others hide in muscles, organs, even the brain. And once inside, they don't just feed, they change behavior. There are parasites that force insects to climb higher, exposing themselves to predators. Others rewire fear, making animals reckless, slow, or strangely calm. What makes parasites truly abnormal is their precision. They don't attack randomly. They wait. They sense chemistry, temperature, movement. The moment is calculated. One wrong move, and the parasite dies. So evolution pushed them toward perfection. Some parasites can survive extreme heat, crushing pressure, or years without food. Others can shut down their metabolism entirely, waiting patiently for the right host. There are parasites that can live in multiple species across their lifetime, changing form again and again like living blueprints. The most disturbing part isn't their appearance, it's their intelligence without thought. Parasites don't think, yet their strategies are flawless. They bypass immune systems, disguise themselves as harmless tissue, and manipulate biology at a molecular level. Even humans are not exceptions. Parasites have shaped our evolution, our immune responses, and our behavior more than we realize. They are older than most animals and more adaptable than almost anything alive. Parasites don't break the rules of life, they expose them. Life isn't always about strength or intelligence. Sometimes survival is about invasion, patience, and control, and that's why nothing about parasites is normal.